Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I can share with you when I first
Oh my God,
learned.
I must apologize because it was going to butt in, and then
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm,
spoke,
mm-mm.
and then I
I'm,
failed to give him
you,
hand
you,
over.
for, you forget I'm married, so I'm used to women over talking me. No, I'm just messing up, teasing.
He had the
Dr. Johnson,
unmitigated gall to make a statement like that when two women are talking to him.
Come on,
tell
And
me,
you are a very wise man, aren't you?
I gotta add some spice to the conversation.
Oh,
Get you
okay.
guys
All
revved
right.
up.
Well, that's definitely a lot of spice.
I'm loving this. Dr. Johnson, so inventor, tell me a little bit about that.
So when I left Rice University, I went to work for IBM T.J. Watson Research Center in Yorktown Heights, New York, just north of New York City. And I more or less continue with the work that I did, for my PhD thesis. And so I did a little bit of work within a few months, and I shared it with my manager, my boss at the time, and he looked at it and he said, "Oh, we can get a patent from this." And I'm like, "What? Get a what?" And so we went through the process, and that's how I learned what the process was to get a patent.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, well, if this is the only thing that's required," then I started doing more and more and more. And it's what I would say to people is anyone can go through the process and get a patent. It's just that most people are unaware of what the process is, what it takes, etc. But if you've ever been in a situation, Charmaine, you said you're not really good at computers. If you try to use a computer, in your example of not being too savvy, um, and you run into an issue and you ask the question, why did they do it this way? Why couldn't they have done it some other way?
Yeah.
Well, if you think about, well, what are some of the other ways in which it can be done, and you spend time thinking about the specifics of other ways, then that is more likely than not a catalyst for an idea that eventually could be patentable.
That is powerful, actually, because you
Yes,
often do,
yes,
and you often